Holy Helen Keller Dragon Knight! Look at that level 100 sniper on their team!
Ah, little one, that does not frighten me. Even you can get to that level if you gain experience.
Which means he plays a lot. He must be a pro!
No, it just means he has no life. I mean time to simply give an effort and be rewarded EXP, whether he's good or not.
Well then, what level should I be afraid of?
Puberty. Has that situation ever ran across you, where you see a high level in a competitive shooter and realize it means nothing? In games such as COD or Battlefield, you level up with experience. All that does is give you an icon representing your rank with weapon and perk unlocks. The rank has no determination of how good the player actually is. Most shooters have this leveling up system and it's quite lame. Shooters that focus heavily on competitive multiplayer need to stray away from this EXP system. I want players to see that I am a threat with skill, not a bag full of EXP points. Developers can learn from a few games such as one of my favorite indies, Rogue Legacy. Rogue Legacy has a decent leveling system based on your performance from your last efforts. Take note, there's no competitive multiplayer in this indie. Let's just focus on its leveling system. As all games, you start off at level 0. In Rogue Legacy, you choose a hero and try to collect as many coins in a randomly generated castle until you die. The coins you collect are then used to purchase upgrades. Every upgrade you purchase levels you up. But there's a catch. Once you die, in order to re-enter the castle for another chance at more coins, you must give up most of what you just gained in the last hero's life. This means whatever you can't spend on upgrades, you'll lose to re-enter the castle and attempt to get more coins. If you don't collect enough in a hero's life, you'll never level up. So skill is needed in Rogue Legacy to stay alive with pockets full of change in order to make your next hero stronger. This leveling system based on your efforts in the last activity could work with shooters in a similar way, which, oddly, the story-focused The Last of Us does quite well. The Last of Us is highly known for its amazing single-player story, and it actually overshadows the great multiplayer in the game. The way leveling works in The Last of Us is rather confusing, but your rank actually means something in multiplayer. The way it works is you are a scavenger looking for supplies to feed your colony. In every match you play, you must collect supplies, which you get from kills. But wins, KD spread, and other performance factors play a role too. Each time you collect supplies, your colony grows. Every match you play counts as one day in a 12-week period. In all those matches, you must collect more and more supplies. In other words, outbeat your last efforts to keep your population alive. If you fail, your population starts to die off. Every week, so 7 games, your colony successfully survives, you go up 1 number. So if you are level 9, you survive 9 weeks. Then there's the ranks. The ranks are what I really see as skill. In order to level up your rank, you must have your colony survive all 12 weeks. If they die off at any time, you stay at the same rank, restart a 12-week run, but keep the same level. Even though leveling up does nothing to the in-game experience, it can set a target on your head. The more complex the rank, the bigger threat you are. It indicates you are a good enough player to keep your population alive for 12 weeks multiple times. This is a good way to show off skill in shooters, showing you are constantly able to do better than your last match. A few games should learn this system. Games like Battlefield or COD have a dull leveling up system. But I'll admit it, it's fun and sometimes I prefer this system. But just because you are 10th prestige doesn't mean you're the best on the team. I can die twice as many times as I get kills, which happens often, and still reach 10th prestige within time. The next game I'm going to pee on is actually one of my most played video games of all time. This game is Destiny. Before you comment in anger, do let me tell you that Destiny does not focus on competitive multiplayer as much. So the leveling system not being based on skill is okay, since it's focused heavily on high-level player versus environment content. Please keep in mind that I will be discussing Year 1 Destiny leveling system, not Year 2. So, I hate saying this to my beloved Guardians, but to come out strong and straight to the point, I think Destiny's Year 1 leveling system is absolutely ridiculous and quite possibly the worst. But it was kind of interesting. Oh my gosh, a legendary engram! Fuck you, Cryptarch! You've been made a fool by Master Rahul! The way you level up is practically given by chance. Yes, as in there is a 1 in 100 chance that you'll level up. In Destiny, you level up to 20 with the standard experience gain method, but after that, you gain level by getting randomly awarded gear that has light level. Once you get the gear, you then have to upgrade its defense stats through experience to achieve the light level on it. The more gear you have with light level, the higher your level is. For example, you could be randomly awarded a chest piece with 2 light level and an arm piece with 4 light level. But in order to be a level 21, you need a total of 10 light. You still need 4 more light to become a 21. And to get that, you have to get a random gear drop you hope is what you need. Now, before I get flushed, let me mention there is gear with light level that you can buy, but it won't boost you to max level. And what really poisons my bladder is that the best content in Destiny is its endgame content. But those are crazy hard and even locked if you are not max level. It is redundant to be locked out of content because of chance. The leveling system is horrible, and this is coming from someone who clocked in over 500 hours and enjoyed each hour. Well, sort of. Thankfully, in the new expansion, the developers are fixing the leveling system. It is still not based on skill, but nor is it based on luck and prayers to RNGesus. Instead, it's back to the normal, typical experience gain. If the leveling system was based on skill in the competitive PvP, all the bad PvP players wouldn't be able to enjoy the best part of Destiny because of their lack performance in a rather unsatisfying PvP mode. So I forgive the Destiny for its leveling system. It gives players a chance at endgame content. And that's okay. For now. Enough about Destiny. Let's move on. Sort of. The next competitive shooter I adore is actually made by the same developers. And this time they're doing the competitive leveling system correct. Though, forgive me, I have no footage of my gameplay for this game. So here's some more Destiny. Normally I would ask if it got brighter out, but I'm sure a light bulb just went off in your head. In case not, I'm speaking of Halo 3. Halo 3's ranking system was in my mind the best and easiest to understand. Similar to The Last of Us, you had a rank and a level. But in Halo 3, it wasn't level, it was EXP. You gain 1 EXP for every game you win, but this did not level you up on its own. You had to level up your skill as well. To do so, you had to play a special ranked playlist. The servers matched you with similar skilled players, and then you pray your team has the skill to beat them. No, what? Get out of here, Triptard. This is about skill, not chance. Skill is what ranked you up. For every few games you win in a row, your skill goes up. The mixture of your current skill and EXP determined your rank. For example, if your skill is 5 and your EXP is 100, you won at least 100 games and proved yourself a bit in the ranked playlist. Now you're ranked as a corporal. You keep climbing the ladder until skill 50. You could continue to gain EXP and no skill, but that would just give you a bar under your current rank instead of a new icon. This pushes you to play ranked playlists to keep leveling up. I was stuck at skill 44 forever with too much EXP points to even matter. What really kicked me hard was even losing one match could bring me down 1 skill, making me further away from my next rank at skill 45. And yeah, I fell down to 43 a few times. And that, I will blame the Cryptarch for. The day I finally won enough ranked matches to skill up was the day my squeaker voice cracked. Literally, it probably did. I felt accomplished, and going into game lobbies with skill 45 ranked Brigadier made me feel like a target. I know when I saw another Brigadier, I had a challenge to face. Dragon Knight and I had to prove a point that only one of us was going to come out on top. In Halo 3, rank actually meant something. It wasn't about who earned enough experience to level up. It was about who could win against similar skilled players a certain amount of times. My friends thought I was cool and wanted me to be on their team because I was a high level. They didn't think I had no life. They thought I had skill. I ended my Halo 3 career with 46 skill. Not reaching 50 is the reason my parents don't hug me. What do you think? Do you like the standard EXP gain? Or do you like it when you have to earn your rank? Until then, Prodigy Poop flushing out.
Heavy ammo available.